Now I started with like everybody else, with nothing. But I realized, I said, I don't care. I will sacrifice today so I can get that tomorrow. Because I had a lot of faith that like, all right, I can do this. So if you need to change your mind to believe, I can do this. So go ahead with your truck question.
Yes, no, thank you for that, because that's a lot of insight and that's a lot of experience and wisdom there. So thank you. So the question is this: because my vehicle is totaled, I need another vehicle. Now, like you mentioned, I believe I need a truck for the following reasons, but you may rebuke that maybe, but the reason being is because I'm a firefighter right now, and the numbers, I guess one of the numbers is this: my gross salary is $36,856. I don't know if that's something that you need or not, but that may be sensitive information. However,
it's not sensitive information. Like people, okay. You're not going to give me your social.
Yeah.
So it's not, how much you make is not sensitive. How much money you have in the bank is not sensitive. I mean, like unless you live next to the Mexican border and they're going to come to your house, but otherwise, don't worry. Just give me remember, you're on Susie Orman's show. Hi, I'm Susie Orman. Give me all of your money. Tell me all your numbers and I'll give you the answer. So you're making $360. If you want to be super conservative, I have a rule. 36,000 times 5, right? And you divide by 2. So you take the last 5 years average income. So if it's 36 even, it's an easy number, $18,000. But if you have 24, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, then you average the last the 5 years, and then you'll have 50% of that number, whatever this number is, 50% of it is how much the car could be worth. And then you can get a 5-year loan on that. And this should be the most you pay for this, okay? If you want to look at it another way, look at how much money you made the last 10 years. You get the average. Your car cannot be worth more than your one out of 10 years salary. That's what I'm saying is fair. Not really even conservative, fair. If you can roll with like I did, if you can roll with a $6,000 Camry and keep it moving and go through 5 car accidents, because people love to freaking hit my car, but I got that shit fixed. And I didn't even paint it. I just had it primed so it wouldn't rust. And it looked like Spot the dog, man. It was like all over different colors, but you kept it moving, right? Because every dollar I kept was another property I could buy. And that's another cash flow. And I wasn't looking for anything crazy. I was looking to make maybe $100 a month from each door. Well, by the time I was 23, I was bringing in $2,300 a month clean, not counting my job, you know? Back then, I was only making like $11 an hour at the bank. So I was making $23,000. So technically, according to those rules, I was wealthy and I could retire because I had enough money from my passive income that made equal to what my job paid, so I didn't have to work. I still worked, obviously. But the point is, this is the number. So if the truck is worth more than this, you are subsidizing your future for today. Let me repeat that. You are giving up the future good for today's happiness. If you didn't know you're doing that, tomorrow you will suffer for today. Tomorrow you're gonna work your ass off for today. Tomorrow you're gonna have 2 kids and a wife, and you're still gonna pay for that car that you really didn't need today when you should have been saving money to invest yesterday for tomorrow. So you can either pay for it later or you pay for it today. You got 2 options. You don't got any other option. So if you choose to do more than this, then tomorrow you're gonna pay for it. And you're like, man, the world's against me. No, your decisions are against you, or they're for you, right? But if you pay less than this, now I'm not telling you get a car that's gonna break down every 5 minutes. That's not what I'm saying. But if you get a car less than this, then you're using the extra money to invest or get yourself in a better position. Tomorrow you're gonna benefit, right? So that is simple with that. Now again, you're making $36,000 a year, you wanna get a truck. Go ahead with your question with the truck. Why do you need a truck specifically? Do you need it for work? Not, I could do this. No, I don't wanna know what you could do. I wanna know what you are doing or you were going to do, not I could. Like could means I'm never gonna happen and I just want this bad and I'm trying to justify it.
Thank you. Can we backpedal a little bit? I can't really see. It's 36,000 times 50?
So 36,000 times 5 years times 50%.
Times 50%?
Yeah, so technically it's not 5 years. It's not technically 36,000. It's your last 5 years of income.
Now,
so whatever you made for the last 5 years added together. But if you've always made 36,000, then you could just take 36,000 times 5 and then divide it by 50%. So the reality is it's 50% of what you make a year. The car cannot be worth more than that. Why do I say that? It's because your loan payment is gonna be too high based off of your income of 36,000. So if you have, let's just say 36,000 is your income, and let's just say you always made 36,000. The loan or the car value, the car can't be more than 18,000. Because an $18,000 car on 60-month payment is going to be too high for you to afford. So let's just say I think it's $300 a month, and that's with no interest, right? Then you add on interest on top of this. But let's just make believe you got a no interest rate loan or 0.9%, so it's like super low. You're making $3,000 a month, okay? Now after tax, you have payroll tax, you have Social Security, you have Medicare, you have income tax. So right there, you're gonna be about 20% gone. So you're looking at like $2,400 after tax.
Well, that's the 36 is gross. Sorry.
Net. Net. So that's after taxes and after your Social Security, after your health insurance, after your 401k, after everything.
Yes.
Okay, so that means, so again, this your last 5 years, gross. Okay. We always talk about gross numbers unless we specify net numbers. So last 5 year income of your gross number. So that means if you're after health insurance and everything else, you're probably bringing in between 42 to 48,000 gross.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay, so if it's 42,000, then your car could be 21,000. But you can see why, you can understand the math. If you're bringing $3,000 a month pre-tax and $2,400 a month post-tax, and that's without health insurance, and you have a $300 car payment, you're down $2,100. Well, how much is your rent? How much is your electric? How much is your food? You're barely left with anything. So if you can ride around, ride dirty on a $6,000 car, then you're saving $300 a month, and now you got $3,600 at the end of the year. Well, 2 years of that, you got $7,000. That's enough for a $200,000 house. Your 3.5% down payment FHA loan. So now you get the appreciation. We're going through hyperinflation, guys. We're going through 25% increase on home prices. So you got a $200,000 spot. That's $50,000 in appreciation in home value on a $7,000 down payment. So your return on investment is crazy. Who wins through inflation? Only people with assets. So your goal is to buy assets that cash flow, and you're gonna win. If you don't, you're gonna lose. You can always make up excuses, right? Like we can always make up excuses to say why we can't do something. Okay, fine. We'll make ourselves feel good. But the reality is this, we're not gonna benefit at all. Now I started with like everybody else, with nothing. But I realized, I said, I don't care. I will sacrifice today so I can get that tomorrow. Because I had a lot of faith that like, all right, I can do this. So if you need to change your mind to believe I can do this. And once you believe that, you're willing to sacrifice today for tomorrow. A lot of times people don't do it because they don't have enough faith in themselves or being able to do something. So they're not willing to sacrifice today. But anyway, so now that we have this information, continue with your question.
Yeah, thank you for running those numbers. And then the reason why I need a truck is because, so I have this firefighting gig, which is full-time career, and I am starting to get very close to get licensed as a fire investigator. One of my sergeants is kind of coaching me through that, that'll be kind of a part-time deal, maybe 30 hours a week, $50 an hour, right? So he says that having a truck will allow me to have certain equipment, maybe a ladder to carry in the bag or other things that I may need. So that's the reason why I'm looking to purchase a truck. I'm also living on my own in Michigan with no family members around, and I've been caught in a pinch times where I'm like, oh, I wish I had a truck, or I need to move something, So it's kind of in a way to be self-sufficient and also for work. So that's kind of, I guess, my justification in terms of needing a truck,
So needing a truck for the potential future. Okay, so in that sense, I'm going to say this. How far are you away from getting your license?
I would say in January, I would say. Basically, I just need to study for a major test. Once I pass that, I'm already about to shadow a few of the fire investigators and things like that. So I'm already very close to that point. Yeah.
So what I'm going to say is this, obviously, the price point's going to matter. How much is a car going to cost? How much is a truck going to cost? $21,000 truck. But because of that, I'm giving up my Netflix and my Spotify premium account. I'm giving up all these other things to make up for the difference in the monthly payment. So it cost me $300 more a month. I'm giving up all this other stuff that's $300 more a month. I'm not going to go out drinking. I'm not going to go to the movie. I'm not going to do something that equals out for that payment until I get my license, and I'm making that $1,500 a week extra that I'm supposed to be making. Then I can start I can reward myself or something.
Sorry, so basically what you're saying is you kind of want to even out. So let's say your truck payment's $250 a month, let's just say, and you kind of want to find something in your budget to kind of cancel that out in a sense. Is kind of what you're saying.
And maybe something that you like. Now, I'm not saying cancel something that you like, right? Uh-huh. I'm not saying cancel your gym membership, right? That's something that's good for you. But something that you like, hey, I love watching Netflix at night. I love watching whatever this thing is that you enjoy. I love going to Starbucks. I love going to this restaurant every weekend or something. You're gonna sacrifice something you enjoy to make up the difference in the money for the truck. And that's gonna make you drive to say, I'm gonna push myself to get this license, get this business up and running, because what if it takes you 3 months till January to get licensed. Then it takes you 3 months to get enough business to actually make money. So it's 6 months. And some people will just give up. Their hustle, their desire goes away. But when they have something to strive for, not only am I gonna make money, I'm gonna get back all those things I enjoy doing, I'm gonna get better. So it gives you an extra drive and push. And what ends up happening is the things that you gave up, the food, the drinks, the extra memberships that you didn't need for whatever HBO Max that you really didn't need, but it was actually taking a lot of your time from studying and expanding your business and your mind. you realize when after 6 months, when you've grown so much as an individual, you don't even want it back anymore. Now you're like, man, that stuff was wasting my time. It was wasting my money. I can't believe I blew all that money. You know what? And I've grown so much in this last 6 months. You know what? Let me keep doing this. Let me see where I can go. And where you thought you were gonna go, you end up going 5-10 times further, right? You're not making $1,500 in a month. You decide, you know what? I'm gonna work 60 hours. I'm gonna make $3,000 a week. I'll make $150,000 this year. Now you're out buying a whole bunch of rental properties. That hustle, that 5-10 years will set you up for the rest of your life. Your mind will change, you'll change.
No, thank you for that. Yeah, I actually have been budgeting, and I am keeping track of my expenses this month. So I'm glad that you say that, because now I can focus and highlight on things to eliminate in order to, I guess, even out or balance out the expenditure on the truck. So thank you for that. Thank you. I do have a follow-up question or another question in regards to crypto coin, and in respects to I guess my situation that I got going on. So I have a friend. Well, unless you have anything more for me in terms of the truck or anything like that, or any other questions that you have for me.
I gave you enough. I ran some numbers, but I gave you logic. Because logic is what you need to make multiple decisions going forward.